Julie Hassan. Welcome to Everyday Dish. One of the benefits of being vegan is getting to eat lots and lots of tofu. This is one of my favorite ways to eat tofu. It's a traditional Japanese recipe that uses firm tofu that's fried and served in a silky sauce, and it is divine. To make the dish, we're going to start off with that silky sauce. Over here, I have a small saucepan, and we're going to add to it water, some mirin, which you can find in an Asian market, soy sauce, a little bit of sugar, and you're going to bring that mixture up to a simmer. And I like to do this at the beginning before I start my recipe, before I start cooking the tofu, and then that way the sauce is all ready to go. So we're going to leave this until it comes to a simmer. You just want this to come to a simmer like it is now. We're going to shut this off. I have some nori threads right here, or shreds, I should say, not threads. Anyways, or you can even cut your own pieces of nori, and you're just doing that for flavor. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just set this aside to sit while we go ahead and prepare the tofu. Now for the tofu, you want to use firm tofu, the water-packed kind, and you want to rinse it and pat it dry with paper towels. Then what I do is I slice it into slices. I blot those slices with a paper towel, and I cut it into cubes. And then you do that for the whole block until you have your bowl of tofu. And the reason you want to blot that extra moisture is because when the tofu hits the hot oil, you don't want it to sputter, and that'll happen a lot. So you want to try and get as much moisture from it as you can without spending too much time on it. Okay, so now we have our tofu in the one dish, and over here we have some potato starch, and that's going to be our coating. So what we want to do is take the tofu, and then you want to put it into the potato starch, and you want to coat it lightly. And I just put all of it in there and let it sit while I'm frying it in batches, and it makes it much easier. So we go like that. And again, you want to coat it, with the potato starch. And potato starch is really easy to find in the grocery store or health food store. But really make sure that the pieces are coated. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to wipe your hands off. Okay. So now what I have oil, vegetable oil that I've heated up to about between 350 and 375 degrees. You want to make sure that you heat it up to the right temperature so that it fries properly. And then you could also do this in a pot on the stove if you wanted to. Okay, now I'm going to add it to my basket. I just find that it's really easy to do this in a little deep fryer. Okay, so you take a few pieces. You don't want to overcrowd it, and you'll drop it in the hot oil. And you want to move that around just a little bit. In fact, at this point, you could take a pair of chopsticks even and just kind of move the pieces around a little bit. And you want to fry them until they're golden. Okay, so what you're looking for is that the pieces of tofu will be puffed just like they are here, and then they're done. So you're going to put those on your paper towels to drain, and now I'm going to do another batch. And you're going to do that until the whole batch is done. So it's going to take a few times into the hot oil. Oh, that looks beautiful. That's perfect. Our last batch coming out right here. Now, this is the fun part. We get to take the tofu, and be careful because it is hot since you've just had it in hot oil. And I just dump it into the bowl like that. Very professional. Then what I do is I take the hot sauce and you pour it on top. Well, once the hot sauce melds with the silky coating of the potato starch, that's when the sauce becomes silky. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put some thinly sliced scallions on top. The aroma coming from this is amazing. I can't wait to dig in. And then just for garnish, I'm going to put a few sprouts on top. This is an awesome dinner. Thanks so much for joining me.